Good afternoon, everyone. It's Hilary from Lake of Bays Garden Center here at the start of fall, it seems, the beginning of September, and we're just going to talk about how to put our shrubs and different flowering bushes away for the winter. Up here in Muskoka, in the Dwight area, we have a lot of deer, so we like to protect some things from the deer. We also have problems with rabbits and mice. I know last year people had problems with different shrubs with the mice eating all around the shrubs, eating the bark off, and the rabbits doing the same thing. So this will kill the plant in the end. If the bark gets eaten off all the way around, it really is hard for the shrub to continue to grow. One way to protect your shrubs, small trees from damage from mice and rabbits is to put some guards around them. So this is a spiral tree guard. They usually come in packs of 3 or 4, and I should have got this out before I started. Basically what it does is it just goes right around your tree trunk, lets air get in and water can get in as well, but it just protects the tree trunk from animals chewing on it. So it's a really good thing to have. After the spring's over, you take it off and let the tree go ahead. You don't want to leave these on all the time because it just sort of makes the bark weak and it's just not good. So that's one way to really help protect your small trees, especially if it's a new tree, a lilac, a serviceberry, anything with the stem. If it's too big, you can cut it in half and then you can use it full again by just putting them together. But that will really help the animals from chewing on your stuff. Now again, as we talked before, deer can be very bad, and the winter when there's no hostas for them to eat, they're going to come and try and get some of our other things like our trees and shrubs. So if you have newly planted evergreens, white pine, spruce they usually don't hit, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's a good idea to put something around them. Burlap can work, but it's probably better to use something that the air can get through, like a deer fencing. The most important thing, especially for apple trees and things, is that you come out far enough so that the deer can't. Just remember how tall they are and then get their heads in. So you want it to come out far enough from the stem of the tree. If this is the stem, you want to come out like this, just so the deer, you know, they can't get in and chew off the branches of the tree. Especially apple trees and fruit trees, they really like to get those. As I said with the evergreens too, the deer like those as well. Part of the reason is they have a lot of moisture in them, because evergreens don't go completely dormant, so they're always taking up moisture from the ground. In the spring, when the mummy deers are needing a little extra, they will go towards your evergreens. So it's a good idea to have something to keep the deer away. So this works very well. If you have azaleas or rhododendrons, lilacs, they've all set their buds now. If you have a rhododendron, you go look at it, you're going to see a small bud. So that bud's going to grow throughout the winter. It's just going to get more plumper throughout the winter and into the spring when it's starting to get ready to open. And when it's plump, it's prime for the deer. For that, we would use burlap. And the burlap comes all different shapes and sizes. Just cut a big piece of burlap to go around the shrub and attach it at the bottom of the shrub with cable ties. They work the best. It's usually chilly when we do this because we're going to do this later on in the season. So cable ties at the bottom to hold the burlap on, and if your burlap's wrapped up like this, you want to put cable ties a little bit around where the wrapping are, because the deer will stick their noses in and try and get in there anyway. They're quite good at it. And that's why I don't recommend it for evergreens, because they will get in there. So if you do that, it really, really helps. The other thing you can do it with is boxwood. Boxwood are evergreen, so they tend to stay green all winter. But with our desiccating winds, if you're right on the lake and you have a lot of boxwood, I suggest that you cover them up. I cover up a 200-foot hedge of them. It's a lot of work, but it really does make a big difference. One time when I did it, a customer had asked me to take the burlap off, and I said, I think it might be a little bit too early, but he really wanted it off. So I took it off, but on one side, I couldn't take it off because it was still frozen into the ground, so I left it. A couple of days later, we had some deep, deep cold temperatures. I think it was around -20, and all of those shrubs that I'd taken the burlap off went yellow. When it goes cold like that, it just sucks the moisture right out of them, so it is important, in my opinion, to give it a nice coat of burlap for the winter. Burlap can be saved. You can use it again the next winter, as long as you store it dry.